too, when that depression will like ramp up even more.
Oh yeah, it does.
So you got to definitely be careful. And if you're thinking about quitting drinking or whatever you're doing, you got to keep that in mind too. And that's why, they say, to get help. People are out there to help. There's a lot of money in recovery.
Yeah,
people are getting paid.
Once you start doing drugs or alcohol, then all of a sudden you're dealing with reality that you've been brushing aside for however long, and that ain't easy.
No, and your serotonin levels are down, and it's hard to get them right back up. And then that's why they call it the honeymoon phase, because when your body, you're feeling good again the first couple weeks, what is it, 60, 90 days, something like that. You're feeling good, and your serotonin is just shooting up because your body's making more of it because it's used to getting that kind of high from your drug of choice, and that's why they give you Zoloft, because it just kind of balances it out so you don't have to come crashing down, because after a while your body's like teeter-totter almost. It's like, okay, let's level here. Well, you're used to being way up here, and it's tough. So yeah, we already talked about Zoloft and the brain zaps and stuff. Yeah. Don't ever drink Amwellbutrin.
That's what I hear.
Yeah, you will not. I try to kill myself. Drown myself.
I don't know.
I don't remember it.
When I went through treatment, I didn't do anything. Even, they take you to a physician, and she's trying to, like, you need sleep meds, you're having trouble sleeping, this, that, whatever. Depressants. Antidepressants, actually. But,
I'm going to give you some depressants, boy. Yeah. You're too excited in here.
You're too happy to be here. No, and I didn't do anything. I didn't accept any of that stuff and just, rough rided it through.
Well, sometimes, at first I did too. I'm like, I'm not getting on your pills, because in California, I was watching people walk down the hall and just fall flat on their face. I'm like, no thanks. They're like, well, you still have to talk to the doctor. And I'm, okay, I just got a drinking problem. So I told him, I'm not crazy, I'm not this and that. And he just signed it out. Like, dude, that place was such a joke. But seeing the people fall down, dude, just pass out, no thanks. And I don't know what they were on, but it was more than just one person. It was like everybody walking around like zombies. So I was like, I'm not getting on that.
Medication time, they're just maybe only, I think when I was in treatment, it was about 15 guys, 12 to 15. And a lot of times I'd be the only guy who wasn't in the med line, It's not a typical way of going, but I wanted to deal with it on my own.
But if you're dealing with depression and then you're quitting, I highly suggest, if your doctor says, we're going to put you on a low dose of Zoloft, or maybe he says, Zoloft or, another antidepressant, just say, can you start me off on a low dose on that, and we'll just go from there and see. And one time, this doctor was like, oh, it's going to take like 4 to 6 weeks to work. So I went back a couple months later, and he's like, is it working? I'm like, you tell me, man. I don't know. He's like, well, you want to kill yourself? No, it's working. Thanks, Doc. That doctor. He was Fort Smith, Arkansas doctor. So but he wasn't from Fort Smith. He was like from some other country, of course.
Your favorite place?
No. He wasn't from India.
India.
No, it was like, I don't know. I always talk about the Beatles and the Rolling Stones. He's like, yeah, you're on the radio, right?
Nothing wrong with them bands.
I know, but he would it was supposed to be my physical, and the whole time we spent talking about Mick Jagger. I'm like, okay, you're gonna drop my drawers? No, we don't do that. You're good. Okay, thanks, man.
I'm not gonna get into my doctor story when I went.
No?
Maybe not, no.
I think we should. Come on.
Oh, well.
Here we go.
That's fine. I'm always open.
All right.
When I went there, I had to take a peanut cup test for STD or whatever. All that stuff. And the nurse is like, oh, we can do this, or I can do a swab. I'm like, no. I'm not taking that big old
for
Q-tip.
Gonorrhea? Yeah.
Q-tip.
They don't even do that anymore.
Oh, she was gonna.
Whoa.
But no. I was like, I'll just pee in the cup for you. That was about it. Well,
one time in my doctor's office in Ben Harbor, they had this nurse trainee chick that was with the doctor, and I have 2 herniated discs in my back, which is causes sciatica sometimes, and I try to combat it as much as I can, but at this time it was going down my leg, and sometimes it makes my left buddy down there, testicle, I guess,
go numb.
No, it hurts though, man. It's like it just hurts. So I thought that'd be funny, and I was kind of joking with the chick. She's like, "All right, breathe normal," and I'm like, just doing dumb stuff to her. And then I thought, you know what? Now's a good time. Now's a good time to get my testicle looked at. So I tell the doc, I'm like, "Hey, man." He's like, "Oh yeah, it's probably this and that. Yeah, we'll look at that." And I'm like, "All right, cool." And then
did you have it looked at?
Yeah, he did it. But I thought she was going to do it, so he did it. So I pull out my junk. He's all like, it didn't feel good. Anyway.
Well, you can have real problems where, I don't know what it's called. But anyways, your testicle wraps around in the cord, and that can cause real problems, and you can lose a testicle that way.
Ugh. Yeah. Whoa.
Brett had it.
Brett had it as a kid. Did you lose one? Okay, good.
Can we call you Uno?
Yeah, it does hurt. It hurts bad. And you know what I hate? Like maybe that'd be too much sex talk on this.
It's education night.
Okay, ladies. Gotta have a talk. I want to turn my mic off and then tell you, or I'm going to turn my mic off and then I'm going to tell you, and then you tell me if it's going to be okay. You're the FCC.
FCC.
Beep, Corey's conscience. That's what it stands for right now. Should I talk about that? Because they shouldn't be doing that stuff.
No, it's probably not a very healthy choice for.
Just say hi to my mother. And those people that were going to write that check for $200,000. Yes, we will not talk about that. But if you would like to email me, feel free. Corey, Crey, at 217recovery.com. And I'll let you know.
Yeah.
What I was talking about.
Basically, any kind of bruising is not good in that area.
No, it's not.
And that's kind of what a hickey is, or whatever, is bruising the skin.
Yeah, but don't be doing that.
Reminds me of a story when I got punched in the nuts by this ex-girlfriend of mine. And I had a purple nut for 2 weeks.
What?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was horrible.
Did you take pictures of it? You did.
No, I didn't. I just
email Ryan.
I was dumb enough to stay with her or get back with her. I kind of broke up with her at that point, but so it was like we broke up for a week or so, and then I didn't feel it much like talking to her, obviously. And then she sees me and she says, "Why is your nut purple?" I'm like, "Oh, let me tell you." It ain't been no joyride, I'll tell you that.
And she's like, "Let me give the other one a hickey." I'm like, "No."
Yeah.
But, so she just hauled off and punched you?
Yeah, I was like coming out of a camper and she had stepped down like onto the ground. So she was just like straight jab level with my midsection and
why?
Straight jab. Why? I guess I wasn't being the nicest guy or whatever, and I don't know. I don't want to get into that.
So you deserved it.
Nobody deserves that. Violence is not the answer. No.
Yeah, that's true.
I was giving her, let's say, some harsh realities of who she was, and she didn't like it.
Whoa. You're taking her inventory.
Yeah, I handed her an envelope of inventory.
The results are back, honey. Here you go.
Here you go.
What I got from you. Boom.
Yeah.
No, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, I might have told her she was kind of an addict, and maybe not a good mom.
Oh no!
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
You know? It is what it is.
It is what it is, yeah.
The truth hurts. As my homeboy Jerome would say. That truth hurt, dog.
The truth hurts.
That truth be hurting, dog.
But yeah,
You'd be
violence
like-
is not the answer.
You'd be like, hey, that
Enjoy
truth hurt,
that.
doesn't it? Like, that truth hurt.
The truth will set you free.
Love hurts.
Yeah, it does.
Love hurts. You ever went fishing in a strawberry fields?
It's a story time.
Oh, you want me to tell another one? No, I'll save that.
So I was, so that was your day, old lady, 83.
Yeah, and then I was looking on the Fakabook. Fakabook?
Yeah,
Or-
Fakabook.
Fakabook? Facebook. And I don't know, man. All these like houses and stuff just started popping up. You know,
It was like a
what?
sign.
It was
I
like-
tried to go on a realtor thing, and I was just like, I was like, came up with one apartment in Boyne City. I'm like, what is this? Is garbage. I Charlevoix, no results. I'm like, Petoskey, no results. I'm like, this is maybe not the place I want to try to go through.
We
Apparently,
can go to Benton Harbor. I know we can get a place there.
Well, I'm just thinking it was a crappy website that I was on.
Yeah, probably. But when I was at Facebook, these things started popping up and I started reading.
Yeah, that's
and
probably
this,
a better
this one
spot.
chick, she was like realtor, like landlord lady. She was pretty hot, man.
What was her name?
Oh, Jen probably. I don't know. Jennifer. But no, but it said in there, it was like,
Jennifer's name.
it was like no smoking, no blah, 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 no pets, blah, 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 no drunks. I was like, wow, like, ouch.
no addicts. Ouch.
But yeah,
What about-
it
what
didn't say
about in
addicts, it just said no
recovery?
drunks. It didn't say. But here's my question, Ryan. Okay,
We're not drunks anymore. We're just
no, and it was
alcoholics, obviously. But
yeah, it's substance use disorder,
in recovery.
and I was using substance to medicate myself from the psychological and mental pain that I was going through. Yeah, but no. So when I lived in Arkansas, I owned a crib, a house, 3-bedroom house, no kids. My cat had a TV.
Yeah, I had a
cat
TV.
had a TV in her room. It was just ridiculous, man. No money, no problems. But anyway, so when I moved out and moved back to Michigan, I was like, I'll rent it out. And then I started thinking, okay,
That's
well,
a hassle.
see, and my grandfather,
You're
he,
so far away. There's not much you can do
Yeah.
if anything goes wrong. I went through this crap.
Grandpa was like, they're going to steal your fridge, they're going to steal your stove. He said that he'd have people come, pay the deposit, rent the house, and then steal everything. Copper wire, everything. And I was like, oh, these Arkansas
I guess
people.
that is in Arkansas,
I was
too.
like, yeah, I'm not even messing with this. So I took my stove, I took my fridge, I took my washer dryer, I took everything. Took it right out. And then I was
You
like,
hauled it?
whatever.
Or did you sell it?
No. Oh, I ended up selling it like cheap to my cousin, and I think I gave my dishwasher to my brother because he always helps me move. Here's a dishwasher, but it's a nice one too. But the fact that when I was renting it, I was like, yeah, I'll take Section 8, sure. You know, because I was going to go through this one company, and
Yeah.
she asked about pets, and I'm like, no. She's like, you might want to rethink that. I was like, why? And she was like, well, okay, first of all, do you trust people? Hell no.
No, I have major trust issues.
So if someone sees the posting, okay, and they say, oh, it's, you know, in my price range, but it says no dogs or no cats.
Maybe you want to. You're a
Well,
cat lover, right?
Yeah, I'm going to bring my cat anyway and just not tell you. So if you are up
You
front,
lose your deposit, basically. Right?
okay, that's fine. Because I didn't have to pay a pet deposit. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you charge up front, okay, your deposit's $800, and then you have a $400 pet deposit, that at least covers the landlord. Where if you're going, no pets, and then someone sneaks their pet in anyway,
Then what?
you don't have a pet deposit. So what, you're just going to keep their $800 when you could have, you know, kept $1,200? You see what I'm saying? Like, you kind of
Alright.
screw yourself over when you think about it, because people are going to bring their
So
pets.
you're looking for that deal, the loophole of.
I'm bringing my pet. I'm bringing Nico. You'll love her if we
Yeah.
do end up
I like
shacking
cats.
up